Hi, this is Tor from TC Electronic here at DV East London, and I'm here to show you the brand new Vortex Flanger pedal. The Vortex Flanger is a very simple to use compact pedal that will give you an amazing array of different effects from this very simple compact thing. So let's check out how it sounds. The Vortex Flanger has four knobs you can control. It has a speed knob that allows you to control how fast the flanger is going. It has a depth knob that allows you to control how extreme the effect is. Then it has a feedback knob that basically adds even more craziness to the sound. It really has to be explained, but I'll show you an example in a little while. And last but not least, we have the delay time. And the delay time basically determines whether the flanger sounds more jet-like, which I'm sure some of you guys have heard before, or more towards the steel drum kind of things. You can actually get quite a number of different sounds with the flanger pedal, and the delay time knob is really the key to dialing it in to get it sound right. So let's hear some different examples. So in the first example I played here, I have everything at 12 o'clock except the feedback, which I've cranked towards the left position, and that will give me more negative feedback. So let's see how that sounds again. So now I'll dial it in the opposite direction and give me positive feedback. Everybody loves positive feedback. So again, you'll notice it's a totally different sound. And now I'll try playing around with the delay time a little bit just to give you an idea how that sounds. But of course, any flanger demo wouldn't be complete without adding a little bit of drive, because that's really where flanger pedals shine. They take on a whole other character when you add a little bit of distortion. So I'll add some from the dark matter distortion here. So let's try slowing down the speed and finding the sweet spot on the delay, doing this. So that's the classic flanger sound, but Vortex Flanger does something that very few flangers do. It'll actually do classic tape flanging, and that's the flanger sound you know from classic 60s and 70s albums, as well as classic Lenny Kravitz tracks and stuff like that. So basically, it's a whole other way of doing flanging that gives you more of a psychedelic type sound. So let's hear how that sounds. You'll actually notice that the sound totally dies away at some point, and that's one of the virtues of classic tape flanging. We can also use it in another mode where the sound doesn't disappear, but it gets this really warm, fuzzy type of sound. So again, same settings, just changing the delay time like that. it's great for getting those classic Hendrix and Led Zeppelin sounds. You can even turn up the speed a little bit to give you like a fake tremolo type sound. So that's the tape flanger mode. But the little toggle switch that selects between the different notes has a third option, and that's called TonePrint. And what is a TonePrint? Well, these pedals are very simple, but behind the scenes, inside the pedal, there's a lot of different parameters you can tweak, and that's really what makes the pedal sound the way it does. And what we've done is that we've asked some of the greatest guitar players in the world to come up with their perfect flanger pedal that suits their playing and their vision of how a flanger should be perfectly. And what you can do is actually, you can download their settings, or their TonePrint as we call it, and load it straight into the pedal, and it will basically change everything about how the pedal sounds and how it reacts. So it's not just a preset, it's basically making a totally new pedal along with how the pots react and everything. And you can change those as many times as you want, and they're totally free, available from the TC website.